Hey, so one of the most common questions that I get is what is an offset account and how does it work? As many of you know, I do recommend an offset account, particularly for your own occupied property. So what I'm going to do is just set this diagram up for you with a loan amount up the vertical axis and the years in terms of the loan term for the horizontal axis. So let's just use an example of a $500,000 loan to start off with. I'll apologise in advance about the rough drawing that's going to come up soon. And then 30-year loan term is pretty standard. So if you just paid off your loan and didn't do anything else, make extra repayments or anything like that, and just paid off the amount over 30 years, the payoff profile would look something like this. So it's not just bad drawing, that line is not straight, but what happens is that your repayments in the early years mostly go to interest on the loan, and in later years mostly go to the capital of the loan, which is why you see the loan being paid off much quicker towards the end of it than in the first year or two. And I won't get too technical, that's because the bank works out your interest expense on the outstanding balance, although your repayments do stay the same, assuming interest rates stay the same. So basically just then to say that if you use a fortnightly repayment as an example of, let's just say it's something like $970 a fortnight on a $500,000 loan, it'll be a bit less than that, I'll be conservative for now. And so each fortnight, your $970 goes mostly towards paying down the or paying the interest, which is why that line doesn't decrease much. That's because the bank's working out your interest expense on the total loan outstanding, although your repayments don't change. Now, let's then why is that relevant? Let's bring in the whole beauty of an offset account and how that works. So this line here, and please it's not to scale, shows that within that loan you have what's called an offset account sitting, if you like, beside that loan. Okay, so it's separate from your loan account, but it sits beside it. Obviously it needs to be with the same bank, and that's your offset account. It works the same as any other bank account that you've got now, current account. So you get an ATM card, you can use your electronic payments, whatever you'd like to do with it, have your pays going into that. I always recommend this, and look, essentially it's really the only bank account that you should have because it maximizes the benefit of paying down your mortgage much quicker. And so I'll go through that now and explain it. So for example, you might have going into your account, as I say, your wages would go in when you're getting paid, just have them direct into the account, and then your bills and everything go outside from the account, just the way you use your standard accounts now. So you can have it BPays, direct debits, just the standard transactions that go in and out of your bank account, and with your ATM card and so on. But that's not coming out of the loan account itself, it's coming out of a separate account, as I said, which, hence the name, offsets the loan account. So just to explain the benefits of that a little bit further. So let's say, for example, you've got $20,000 in your offset account, just as an example. Now this will go up and down almost by the day for most of us as your bills get paid and so on, and that's okay because this is all worked out on a daily basis. But essentially if you've got say $20,000, and that's not to scale, but basically what the bank then does is say, okay, we've got a $500,000 loan here, there's $20,000 in the offset account, therefore they work out the interest on $480,000 outstanding. So your monthly repayments don't change, they are still the $970 in that example, but here's the beauty of it, more of that payment goes to, of your loan repayment goes to the capital. So what ends up happening is that you pay down your loan much sooner by the higher you've got in that offset, and as I say, it works out daily, so the banks actually work this out on a daily basis, and it's hard to give a benchmark here because everybody's different and how much you've got in your account. But for example, if you're running that type of balance and you manage to build that up over time, you could pay off your loan like within say 18 years, just to illustrate, and not the 30 years which is the standard. So that's the beauty of it, it's invisible, there's no need to do any more than that. You just make sure that you're running your offset account as preferably, as I say, your only bank account to make it more efficient, and you can therefore Well, you will therefore pay off your loan account, your loan amount, your mortgage amount, much quicker. So hopefully that makes sense to you. By all means, ask questions on that. But that's the real benefit of an offset account. You can see why I'm such a fan of it, and I'm sure you will be too.